The whole bank is talking about you. They are stunned because a check worth trillions has just been deposited in your name, and the sender's name is Michael. Archangel Michael says, "Please, beloved, if you don't open this, they won't release it, and the bank executive will claim it as his own. Hurry. My beloved child, listen to me closely, because what I am about to whisper into your spirit is not noise, not imagination, not a random thought that came and went like the wind. It is a message placed gently in your heart at the exact moment you needed it most. You have been walking through days that felt ordinary on the outside, yet heavy on the inside, wondering why doors stayed closed, why answers delayed, why your efforts seemed unseen. But in the unseen realms, there has been movement, preparation, and a divine conversation about you. My beloved child, there is a heavenly record with your name written in light, and nothing that you have endured, nothing that you have given, nothing that you have lost in kindness has been forgotten. While you thought you were waiting, heaven was working. While you felt overlooked, you were being discussed in rooms you could not see. And now the moment has arrived where the spiritual and the physical begin to touch. My beloved child, imagine a great vault, not of money alone, but of purpose, peace, restoration, and opportunities that carry your name. You have been asking for a sign that your life is not stuck, that your story is not small, that your efforts are not wasted. This is that sign. Not a piece of paper, not a number, not something that can be measured by human calculation, but a release of what has been stored for you since the days you chose love over bitterness, patience over anger, faith over fear. My beloved child, the reason it feels urgent is not because something will be stolen from you, but because your own doubt has been the only thing that ever delayed your receiving. Every time you said, "Maybe this is not for me," you closed a door that was already unlocked. Every time you believed you were unworthy, you stepped away from a table where your seat was reserved. I am calling you now not to run, not to panic, but to awaken. My beloved child, there have been voices around you that spoke limits. They told you what you cannot do, what you cannot become, what you cannot have. Those voices were not your destiny. They were echoes of their own fears. You were never meant to live under a ceiling built by someone else's insecurity. You were created for expansion, for growth, for a life that carries both humility and abundance. My beloved child, this deposit is the moment you begin to accept that your life is not an accident. It is the moment you stop rejecting the good that tries to enter your hands. How many times did joy knock and you said, "Not now"? How many times did opportunity whisper and you said, "I am not ready"? And yet you were ready in spirit long before you believed it in your mind. My beloved child, there are people who are surprised by you. They do not understand how you are still standing after what you have faced. They do not understand how your heart is still soft when life tried to make it hard. They do not understand how you continue to hope when so many things told you to give up. That is why your name is being spoken with wonder, not because of what you own, but because of who you have remained. My beloved child, do not think of this message as something outside of you. It is an awakening inside you. It is the realization that your worth was never waiting to be approved by the world. It was always approved in heaven. And when you begin to live from that truth, doors open in ways that feel miraculous, relationships align in ways that feel destined, and peace fills spaces that were once occupied by worry. My beloved child, you have been afraid that if you hope too much, you will be disappointed again. You built walls not because you are cold, but because you were tired of being hurt. I understand that. I saw every tear you hid, every prayer you whispered when no one was listening, every night you fell asleep with questions and woke up with the same questions still waiting. But I tell you now, your season is changing. My beloved child, the bank is a symbol of the place where your stored faith is now being released back to you as visible results. The kindness you gave is returning as support. The patience you practiced is returning as timing that finally makes sense. The love you offered without guarantee is returning as connections that recognize your value. My beloved child, do not let fear tell you that you will lose what is meant for you. What is written for you cannot be taken by another. No human can claim what heaven has assigned to your path. Your only task is to receive without guilt, to accept without questioning your worth, to move forward without looking back at the voices that told you to stay small. My beloved child, there is a reason you felt drawn to these words today. You could have been anywhere, doing anything, but your spirit knew it was time to be reminded. Time to be lifted. Time to be told that you are not forgotten. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly at the point where preparation meets release. My beloved child, you do not need to chase blessings. You need to align with them. And alignment begins when you change the way you speak to yourself. Stop calling yourself unlucky. Stop saying nothing works for you. Stop repeating the story that you are always the one who loses. Those words were never true, and they have no power once you refuse to repeat them. My beloved child, begin to speak differently. Say, I am guided. Say, I am protected. Say, I am ready to receive what is meant for me. These are not empty phrases. They are keys that open doors in your own mind and heart, allowing what has been waiting to finally enter. My beloved child, there will be signs in the coming days that confirm this shift. Small things at first, unexpected help, a message at the right time, a delay that turns out to be protection, a meeting that feels meaningful. Do not overlook these moments. They are evidence that you are moving into a new flow. My beloved child, you have spent so long feeling like you were trying to prove your worth. Now it is time to simply live from it. You do not need to convince anyone. You do not need to compete. What is yours will recognize you. My beloved child, when you feel doubt rising again, remember this: the same force that carried you through your hardest days did not bring you this far to abandon you now. You are being led, even when you cannot see the path clearly. My beloved child, open your heart. That is what it means to open this message. It means allowing yourself to believe that good things can happen to you without fear. It means releasing the habit of expecting disappointment. It means trusting that your life is unfolding with purpose. My beloved child, there is peace coming that does not depend on circumstances. There is confidence coming that does not depend on approval. There is joy coming that does not depend on perfection. These are the true riches being released into your life. My beloved child, walk forward today differently than you did yesterday. Walk as someone who is expected, welcomed, and supported by the universe. Walk as someone whose name is spoken with honor in places you cannot see. Walk as someone who knows that what is meant for them is already on the way. My beloved child, you are not alone. You were never alone. And the story you are stepping into now is one where you finally see the evidence of what has always been true: you are valued, you are guided, and you are ready to receive. My beloved child, stay with me a little longer, because your heart has only just begun to open, and there are still gentle truths waiting to settle inside you like light at sunrise. You have carried so many silent questions. Why things happened the way they did, why certain people walked away, why some prayers felt unanswered. You thought those moments were signs of loss, but they were actually signs of redirection. My beloved child, there were paths you wanted that would have led you into deeper confusion, and there were doors you cried over that were never meant to hold your future. I did not remove them to punish you, I moved them to protect you. And now you can look back and see that what felt like delay was actually alignment. My beloved child, the reason this moment feels so powerful is because you are no longer the same person you were before. You have grown quietly. You have learned to stand even when your knees felt weak. You have learned to smile even when your heart felt heavy. You have learned to keep going when no one clapped for you. That strength is your true wealth. My beloved child, there is a shift happening inside you where you are beginning to trust yourself again. For so long you looked to others for validation, for permission, for reassurance. Now you are hearing your own inner voice more clearly, and that voice is guiding you toward choices that bring peace instead of pressure. My beloved child, do not rush this transformation. Just as a seed does not become a tree overnight, your new season will unfold step by step. Each day will bring a small confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. Each decision made with love rather than fear will open another door. My beloved child, you may notice that certain people begin to move away from your life. Do not hold on to them out of habit. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into your next chapter. Some were only there to teach you what you needed to learn. Release them with gratitude, not resentment. My beloved child, you are also attracting new connections, people who see your heart, who respect your journey, who support your growth. These relationships will not feel forced. They will feel natural, peaceful, and balanced. You will not have to shrink to keep them. My beloved child, remember how you once doubted your abilities? How you compared yourself to others and felt behind? Those thoughts were illusions created by a world that measures worth by speed and status. Your path was never meant to look like anyone else's. Your timing is unique because your purpose is unique. My beloved child, there is creativity inside you that has been waiting for expression. Ideas that you dismissed as too small or not important are actually seeds of something meaningful. When you begin to act on them, you will feel a sense of flow that you have not felt in a long time. My beloved child, do not be afraid of success. Sometimes you hold yourself back because you fear the responsibility that comes with growth. But you are ready now. You have the wisdom, the compassion, and the resilience to handle what is coming. My beloved child, there will still be moments of doubt, but they will not control you the way they used to. You will notice them, breathe through them, and continue forward. That is what healing looks like, not the absence of fear, but the ability to move despite it. My beloved child, take care of your body as you take care of your spirit. Rest when you are tired. Drink water. Step outside and feel the air. These simple acts are also part of receiving the abundance meant for you. You do not have to exhaust yourself to prove your worth. My beloved child, gratitude will become your anchor. Not forced gratitude, but a gentle awareness of the good that already exists in your life. When you focus on what is present, you create space for more to arrive. My beloved child, your past does not define your future. It prepared you, but it does not limit you. You are allowed to step into a new identity, one that is confident, peaceful, and open to joy. My beloved child, there is a calmness coming over your mind. The overthinking that once kept you awake at night is slowly losing its power. You are learning to trust the process instead of trying to control every outcome. My beloved child, your heart is becoming lighter because you are releasing burdens that were never yours to carry. You are no longer responsible for fixing everyone, pleasing everyone, or saving everyone. Your only responsibility is to live truthfully and kindly. My beloved child, when you look in the mirror, begin to see yourself with compassion. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. This simple change will transform the way you move through the world. My beloved child, opportunities will come that require you to step out of your comfort zone. Do not shrink back. Even if your voice shakes, speak. Even if your hands tremble, act. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision that something else matters more. My beloved child, you are not chasing a miracle. You are becoming one, through your growth, your healing, your persistence, and your love. My beloved child, the release you have been waiting for is already unfolding in your thoughts, your energy, and your direction. Keep moving forward with patience and trust. You will see the evidence in ways that are practical and meaningful to your life. My beloved child, remember this always: you are supported, you are guided, and you are deeply loved. Nothing meant for you will pass you by. Continue walking in faith, and you will arrive exactly where you are meant to be. My beloved child, come closer in your heart and listen without fear, because the final part of this message is not about something outside of you, it is about the awakening that is now fully alive within you. You have walked through confusion, through waiting, through moments where you questioned your value, and yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still capable of love. That alone is proof that you were never abandoned. My beloved child, you once believed that your life would change only when something big happened, when a miracle arrived suddenly and removed all your worries at once. But now you are beginning to understand that the true miracle is the transformation happening inside you. The way you think has changed. The way you respond has softened. The way you see yourself is no longer through the eyes of those who doubted you. My beloved child, you are stepping into a season where peace will guide your decisions more than pressure. You will no longer say yes when your spirit says no. You will no longer stay where you are not respected. You will no longer chase approval from people who never saw your heart. This is not arrogance, this is self-respect. My beloved child, the reason you were asked to open this message is because your heart was ready to receive a new identity. Not the identity of someone who is always struggling, always waiting, always hoping for better, but the identity of someone who knows they are already worthy of good things. My beloved child, there will be moments very soon where you will notice a difference in how people treat you. It is not because they changed, it is because you did. When you begin to value yourself, the world mirrors that value back to you. My beloved child, the anxiety that once lived in your chest is slowly being replaced with quiet confidence. You may not even notice it at first. You will simply feel less worried about things that used to disturb you. You will sleep a little easier. You will smile without forcing it. You will breathe more deeply. These are signs of your healing. My beloved child, do not rush to tell everyone about your growth. Some things are meant to be protected while they are still growing. Move quietly. Let your actions speak. Let your peace be your testimony. My beloved child, you are learning that abundance is not only about material things. It is about clarity of mind, stability of emotion, and the ability to wake up without fear. These are the treasures that no one can take from you. My beloved child, forgive yourself for the times you doubted your path. You were doing the best you could with the understanding you had at that moment. There is no need to carry guilt for being human. My beloved child, forgive those who hurt you, not because they deserve your forgiveness, but because you deserve freedom from the weight of resentment. When you release that weight, you create space for joy. My beloved child, your future is not something distant anymore. It is forming through the choices you make each day. Every time you choose hope over fear, patience over anger, kindness over bitterness, you are building that future. My beloved child, there will be a moment when you look back at this phase of your life and realize that it was the turning point. The time when you stopped waiting for permission and started living with intention. My beloved child, trust the small steps. Great change is built through consistent, gentle movement forward. You do not need to do everything at once. You only need to keep going. My beloved child, there is light in your path now. Even when challenges appear, you will face them with a strength you did not know you had before. You will no longer feel alone in your struggles, because you have learned how to support yourself from within. My beloved child, your story is not defined by your past mistakes. It is defined by your willingness to grow beyond them. You are not the person you were yesterday, and tomorrow you will be even stronger. My beloved child, when fear tries to return, place your hand on your heart and remind yourself of how far you have come. Remind yourself that you survived days you once thought you could not survive. My beloved child, the love you have been searching for in others is already flowing through you. When you give it to yourself, you attract people who reflect it back to you in healthy and genuine ways. My beloved child, your life is becoming balanced. You are learning when to work and when to rest, when to speak and when to stay silent, when to hold on and when to let go. This balance is your protection. My beloved child, walk into your days with quiet confidence. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to rush. What is meant for you will arrive at the right time and stay. My beloved child, keep your heart open but your boundaries strong. You can be kind without allowing yourself to be drained. You can be loving without losing yourself. My beloved child, the journey ahead will include moments of joy that feel simple but meaningful, a peaceful morning, a genuine conversation, a sense of purpose in what you do. Do not overlook these moments. They are the true fulfillment you have been seeking. My beloved child, you are no longer waiting for your life to begin. It has already begun. Right here, right now, in the way you breathe, think, and move. My beloved child, carry this truth with you: you are guided, you are protected, you are worthy, and you are ready. Continue forward with faith in your heart and peace in your steps, and you will see that everything meant for you has been moving toward you all along. My beloved child, even now as you read these words, something within you is becoming quieter, softer, more certain. You may not have all the answers yet, but you no longer feel the same panic about the future. That is how you know the shift is real. Peace has started to take the place where worry once lived. My beloved child, there was a time when you thought you had to fight for everything: fight to be seen, fight to be heard, fight to be valued. But your life is moving into a phase where you will no longer need to struggle in the same way. What is aligned with you will come with less force and more flow. You will recognize it because it will not steal your energy, it will give you energy. My beloved child, you are learning the difference between what is meant for you and what is merely familiar. Not everything that feels comfortable is good for you, and not everything that challenges you is harmful. You now have the wisdom to choose what helps you grow rather than what keeps you stuck. My beloved child, there will be moments when old memories return, trying to remind you of your past pain. When that happens, do not push them away with fear. Look at them with compassion and say, I have learned from you. You no longer control me. In doing so, you reclaim your power. My beloved child, your voice matters. For too long you stayed silent to keep peace, to avoid conflict, to make others comfortable. Now you will begin to speak with honesty and calmness. You will express your needs without guilt. This will transform your relationships. My beloved child, your path will not look like anyone else's, and that is your strength. Comparison was the thief that stole your joy, but you are releasing it now. You are beginning to celebrate your own progress instead of measuring it against others. My beloved child, the confidence growing inside you is not loud or proud. It is quiet and steady. It shows in the way you make decisions, the way you walk, the way you no longer over-explain yourself. You are becoming secure in who you are. My beloved child, you are also becoming more present. Instead of living in regret about the past or anxiety about the future, you are noticing the present moment. The warmth of sunlight, the comfort of a deep breath, the simple beauty of being alive. This presence is a form of abundance. My beloved child, trust your intuition. That gentle feeling that tells you when something is right or wrong is becoming clearer. You will find that when you listen to it, you make choices that bring peace instead of confusion. My beloved child, your heart is healing in layers. Some days you will feel completely strong, and other days you may feel sensitive again. Both are part of the process. Do not judge yourself for needing rest or reassurance. My beloved child, you are allowed to dream again. There were dreams you put aside because you thought they were impossible or unrealistic. Look at them again with new eyes. You do not need to achieve everything at once. You only need to take the first step. My beloved child, there is beauty in your persistence. Even when you felt lost, you did not give up completely. That quiet persistence has brought you to this point where you are ready to receive new experiences. My beloved child, your environment will begin to reflect your inner change. You may feel drawn to organize your space, to remove things that carry heavy memories, to create a calmer atmosphere. This is your outer world aligning with your inner peace. My beloved child, be patient with yourself when you make mistakes. Growth does not mean perfection. It means learning and adjusting. Each mistake is a lesson, not a failure. My beloved child, you are discovering that your worth is not connected to productivity. You do not have to be constantly busy to deserve rest, love, or happiness. Your existence alone is valuable. My beloved child, there will be new opportunities that require you to trust yourself more than before. Do not look for guarantees. Trust the strength you have built. You are capable of handling what comes. My beloved child, the love you give will now return to you in healthier ways. You will attract people who appreciate your kindness instead of taking advantage of it. You will feel mutual respect and balance. My beloved child, your mind is becoming clearer because you are releasing negative self-talk. The words you use about yourself are changing, and that is changing your reality. My beloved child, continue to nurture your spirit through small acts. Moments of silence, gratitude, deep breathing, stepping outside, listening to music that calms you. These are not small things, they are the foundation of your peace. My beloved child, remember that you are not alone on this journey. Even when you cannot see it, support surrounds you in ways both visible and invisible. You are guided by wisdom that grows within you each day. My beloved child, the story of your life is still being written, and the next chapters will not look like the previous ones. They will carry more clarity, more stability, and more joy. My beloved child, walk forward gently, without rushing, without fear. Everything you need will meet you at the right time. Trust yourself, trust the process, and continue to move with faith in your heart and peace in your steps. My beloved child, even now as you read these words, something within you is becoming quieter, softer, more certain. You may not have all the answers yet, but you no longer feel the same panic about the future. That is how you know the shift is real. Peace has started to take the place where worry once lived. My beloved child, there was a time when you thought you had to fight for everything, fight to be seen, fight to be heard, fight to be valued. But your life is moving into a phase where you will no longer need to struggle in the same way. What is aligned with you will come with less force and more flow. You will recognize it because it will not steal your energy, it will give you energy. My beloved child, you are learning the difference between what is meant for you and what is merely familiar. Not everything that feels comfortable is good for you, and not everything that challenges you is harmful. You now have the wisdom to choose what helps you grow rather than what keeps you stuck. My beloved child, there will be moments when old memories return, trying to remind you of your past pain. When that happens, do not push them away with fear. Look at them with compassion and say, I have learned from you. You no longer control me. In doing so, you reclaim your power. My beloved child, your voice matters. For too long you stayed silent to keep peace, to avoid conflict, to make others comfortable. Now you will begin to speak with honesty and calmness. You will express your needs without guilt. This will transform your relationships. My beloved child, your path will not look like anyone else's, and that is your strength. Comparison was the thief that stole your joy, but you are releasing it now. You are beginning to celebrate your own progress instead of measuring it against others. My beloved child, the confidence growing inside you is not loud or proud. It is quiet and steady. It shows in the way you make decisions, the way you walk, the way you no longer over-explain yourself. You are becoming secure in who you are. My beloved child, you are also becoming more present. Instead of living in regret about the past or anxiety about the future, you are noticing the present moment, the warmth of sunlight, the comfort of a deep breath, the simple beauty of being alive. This presence is a form of abundance. My beloved child, trust your intuition. That gentle feeling that tells you when something is right or wrong is becoming clearer. You will find that when you listen to it, you make choices that bring peace instead of confusion. My beloved child, your heart is healing in layers. Some days you will feel completely strong, and other days you may feel sensitive again. Both are part of the process. Do not judge yourself for needing rest or reassurance. My beloved child, you are allowed to dream again. There were dreams you put aside because you thought they were impossible or unrealistic. Look at them again with new eyes. You do not need to achieve everything at once. You only need to take the first step. My beloved child, there is beauty in your persistence. Even when you felt lost, you did not give up completely. That quiet persistence has brought you to this point where you are ready to receive new experiences. My beloved child, your environment will begin to reflect your inner change. You may feel drawn to organize your space, to remove things that carry heavy memories, to create a calmer atmosphere. This is your outer world aligning with your inner peace. My beloved child, be patient with yourself when you make mistakes. Growth does not mean perfection. It means learning and adjusting. Each mistake is a lesson, not a failure. My beloved child, you are discovering that your worth is not connected to productivity. You do not have to be constantly busy to deserve rest, love, or happiness. Your existence alone is valuable. My beloved child, there will be new opportunities that require you to trust yourself more than before. Do not look for guarantees. Trust the strength you have built. You are capable of handling what comes. My beloved child, the love you give will now return to you in healthier ways. You will attract people who appreciate your kindness instead of taking advantage of it. You will feel mutual respect and balance. My beloved child, your mind is becoming clearer because you are releasing negative self-talk. The words you use about yourself are changing, and that is changing your reality. My beloved child, continue to nurture your spirit through small acts, moments of silence, gratitude, deep breathing, stepping outside, listening to music that calms you. These are not small things, they are the foundation of your peace. My beloved child, remember that you are not alone on this journey. Even when you cannot see it, support surrounds you in ways both visible and invisible. You are guided by wisdom that grows within you each day. My beloved child, the story of your life is still being written, and the next chapters will not look like the previous ones. They will carry more clarity, more stability, and more joy. My beloved child, walk forward gently, without rushing, without fear. Everything you need will meet you at the right time. Trust yourself, trust the process, and continue to move with faith in your heart and peace in your steps. My beloved child, let these final words settle softly in your spirit like evening light that does not rush, does not force, but simply stays. You have walked through this message step by step, and now you are no longer the same person who began reading. Something inside you has shifted from confusion to awareness, from heaviness to quiet strength. My beloved child, you once searched outside for signs that you were chosen, that you were special, that your life carried meaning. But now you are beginning to feel that truth within yourself. You no longer need constant proof. You no longer need loud confirmations. There is a calm knowing growing inside you that says, I am on my path, and my path is unfolding. My beloved child, the fears that once shouted in your mind are now becoming whispers. They still appear sometimes, but they no longer control your direction. You are learning to observe them without obeying them. This is freedom. My beloved child, there is a gentle courage in you now. Not the kind that demands attention, but the kind that quietly makes better choices. You walk away from what drains you. You move toward what nourishes you. You protect your peace without feeling guilty. My beloved child, you are no longer waiting for someone to rescue you. You have realized that the strength you were looking for has always been within you. Every challenge you survived was training your heart, your mind, and your spirit to stand on your own with grace. My beloved child, there will be days when you look around and notice how much lighter your life feels. The same situations that once overwhelmed you will now seem manageable. The same thoughts that once kept you awake will lose their power. You will breathe deeper, smile more easily, and feel present in your own life. My beloved child, do not be surprised if you feel drawn to new habits, waking earlier, organizing your thoughts, spending time in silence, choosing healthier routines. These are signs that you are aligning with a more peaceful version of yourself. My beloved child, your relationships will continue to change. Some will become stronger because they are built on honesty and mutual respect. Others will fade naturally because they were only connected to your old patterns. Let this happen without resistance. My beloved child, you are learning that love does not require you to lose yourself. True love allows you to grow, to rest, to speak, to be fully who you are without fear. You will recognize it because it will feel calm, not confusing. My beloved child, your dreams are no longer distant fantasies. They are becoming quiet plans forming in your mind. You will take small, consistent steps toward them, and those steps will create real change over time. My beloved child, you have also learned the power of gratitude, not as a forced habit, but as a natural awareness of the good that exists even in simple moments. This awareness will continue to attract more peace into your life. My beloved child, there will still be challenges ahead, but you will meet them with a different heart. You will not see them as punishments but as opportunities to apply the strength you have gained. My beloved child, you are becoming someone who trusts the timing of life. You no longer feel the need to rush or compare. You understand that what is meant for you will arrive when you are ready to hold it with wisdom. My beloved child, your self-talk has changed, and that has changed everything. You no longer call yourself unlucky or incapable. You speak to yourself with patience and encouragement. This inner voice will guide you more than any external opinion. My beloved child, you are also learning to rest without guilt. You understand that rest is not laziness, it is renewal. When you allow yourself to pause, you return stronger and clearer. My beloved child, the peace you feel now is not temporary. It is something you can return to again and again by choosing kindness toward yourself, by breathing deeply, by staying present. My beloved child, you have reached a point where you no longer need dramatic signs to believe that you are supported. You feel it in your resilience. You see it in your growth. You know it in your heart. My beloved child, carry this awareness with you into your daily life. Let it guide the way you speak, the way you choose, the way you treat yourself and others. This is how transformation becomes permanent. My beloved child, your story is still unfolding, but now it is unfolding with your participation, your awareness, and your trust. You are not just waiting for life to happen, you are living it consciously. My beloved child, remember this whenever doubt tries to return: you have already come through so much, and you have grown beyond the version of yourself that once felt lost. You are stronger, wiser, and more peaceful than you realize. My beloved child, walk forward with gentle confidence. You do not need to prove your worth, because your worth is already established. You do not need to chase what belongs to you, because it will meet you on your path. My beloved child, you are ready. You are steady. You are guided. Continue your journey with faith in your heart, clarity in your mind, and peace in your spirit, and you will see your life unfold in ways that once felt impossible but now feel natural and true. My beloved child, before you close this moment and return to your day, let this final wave of peace settle deeply within you. You have listened with your heart, and because of that, something sacred has taken root inside you. This is not just a message you read, it is a mirror showing you who you are becoming. My beloved child, you are no longer standing at the door of your life waiting for permission to enter. You have stepped inside. You are arranging your thoughts with care, placing your hopes where fear once lived, and creating space for joy where worry used to stay. My beloved child, there was a time when you felt invisible, when you believed your efforts were unnoticed and your prayers unheard. But now you are beginning to see that nothing was wasted. Every kind act, every patient moment, every time you chose not to give up, these were seeds, and they are now quietly growing into strength. My beloved child, do not underestimate the power of your gentleness. The world often praises loud strength, but your quiet endurance has carried you further than you realize. You did not become hard despite your pain, you became compassionate. That is your true power. My beloved child, the peace you feel right now is something you can return to whenever you choose. It is not tied to a place, a person, or a situation. It lives inside your awareness. When life feels overwhelming, pause, breathe, and remember this feeling. It will guide you back to yourself. My beloved child, you are learning to trust life again. Not blindly, but wisely. You are no longer expecting perfection, and because of that, you are able to appreciate progress. You are no longer demanding certainty, and because of that, you are able to move forward with courage. My beloved child, there will be moments of unexpected happiness ahead. Simple conversations that make you smile, small achievements that fill you with pride, quiet evenings where your mind finally rests. These moments will remind you that life is not only about struggle, it is also about presence. My beloved child, continue to release the need to control everything. You have done your part by growing, by healing, by becoming more aware. Now allow life to meet you halfway. Trust that what is meant for you is not fragile. It does not disappear because of one mistake or one delay. My beloved child, your intuition is becoming your guide. You will feel drawn toward what supports you and gently distanced from what does not. Follow that feeling. It is your inner wisdom speaking. My beloved child, the confidence you are building is not based on comparison. It is based on self-understanding. You know your strengths, you accept your imperfections, and you move forward without needing to be flawless. My beloved child, you are also learning the value of boundaries. Saying no is no longer something that fills you with guilt. You understand that protecting your energy allows you to give love in a healthier way. My beloved child, your dreams are becoming clearer because your mind is less crowded with fear. Write them down. Take small steps toward them. Each step, no matter how small, is a declaration that you believe in your own future. My beloved child, forgive yourself for the times you felt lost. Those were not wasted days, they were part of your awakening. You needed those moments to understand your strength. My beloved child, you are no longer defined by what hurt you. You are defined by how you rose from it. You are defined by your willingness to continue loving, learning, and growing. My beloved child, your path will continue to unfold in gentle ways. You do not need to force anything. Stay consistent, stay kind to yourself, and keep your heart open to possibility. My beloved child, when you wake up tomorrow, carry this awareness with you: you are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience, from resilience, from wisdom gained through your journey. My beloved child, you are becoming someone who lives intentionally. You choose your thoughts, your actions, your priorities. This is true freedom. My beloved child, the light you were searching for outside has been within you all along. Now that you see it, you will begin to notice how it quietly illuminates your decisions and your direction. My beloved child, your life is not a race. It is a journey of becoming. Walk it at your own pace, with patience and trust. My beloved child, remember this whenever doubt tries to return. You have already proven your strength by surviving, your courage by continuing, and your worth by simply being who you are. My beloved child, go forward now with a calm heart and a clear mind. You are guided, you are supported.